Hello, everybody, and happy holidays to you. It's been a great hometown holiday in Chelsea this year, and we're just so pleased to have the community support all these great events. Thank you to Rick Taylor with Rick Taylor Real Estate, Reinhardt Realtors for being our presenting sponsor, and thank you all. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the big man himself.
Ho, 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 ho. Well, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Chelsea. On this beautiful Christmas Eve evening. This evening we're going to tell about a visit from St. Nicholas. It is a poem, a well-known poem down through the ages, and it was written by a man named Clement Clark Moore. And he was from New York City. He was born in 1779, only 3 years after the American Revolution in 1776. He was a classical scholar, and in 1821 he was appointed a professor at an Episcopal seminary in New York. But strangely enough, and I don't know if it's strangely enough, but Dr. Moore's fame today rests almost solely on this famous poem, which he wrote one Christmas time for his little children. It was published first under the title of A Visit from St. Nicholas, and we all know it today as A Night Before Christmas. So I will recite this poem about my visits and my visit this evening to all of the children in our community and in the world. The poem starts this way. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The children were snuggled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. Now the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, and a little old driver so lively and quick I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and the pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly, which shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and he filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." What a beautiful story. And it is so representative of what happens on Christmas Eve. And I would like to tell the little children, my dear little children of Chelsea, a few little encouraging words. You know, I'd like to tell you to keep up the good work. And it is a favorite stop for me each year. Not before Christmas, and also on Christmas Eve. And my reindeer especially like to come to Chelsea because of all the corn, and the carrots, and the red bell peppers, which are put out from time to time. You know, Donder and Blitzen mean thunder and lightning in the German language. It's a little trivia for you. Remember, dear children, that the most real things in the world are the things that we can't see. If you want to live a good and happy life, a joyful life, fill your life with goodness. Fill it with kindness and gratitude and compassion and generosity, and fill it with love. That way, that's why Chelsea is one of my favorite stops. I see lots of goodness here and lots of excitement. So dear little children, remember that Christmas isn't just a day or a season. Christmas is a frame of mind. Remember, the true spirit of Christmas lies in your heart. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.